This is your weekly report on corruption in the Philippine government. A former councillor of Barangay Santo Niño in Cebu City will be spending some time in jail after authorities caught him with P136,000 worth of suspected shabu during a buy-bust operation in Barangay Quiet Pardo on Thursday morning, the 7th of December, 2023. The arrested person was identified as 47-year-old Brian Dwight Gaviela, who formerly worked as a barangay councillor and is now jobless. The alleged suspect is a resident of Barangay Quiet Pardo, Cebu City. The anti-illegal drugs operation was conducted at around 9:30 am, which led to the arrest of the suspect. The Philippine Drug Enforcement Agency in Central Visayas also described the arrested person as a drug personality listed in the PDEA-PNP regional target list. Gaviela reportedly served as a councillor in Barangay Santo Niño until the 20th of October 23 after the Barangay and Sangguniang Cabitin elections. According to Leia Alcantara, PDEA 7 spokesperson, they initially received reports about Gaviela's involvement in illegal drugs activities while he was still in the position. Operatives then validated the information they received until they were able to gather enough evidence against Gaviela. Alcantara relayed that the case build-up took 1 month before the buy-bust was implemented. She said that based on their observation, Gaviela could dispose around 30 grams of illegal drugs per week. During the operation, personnel confiscated 5 packs of illegal drugs believed to be shabu weighing around 20 grams. The seized illegal drugs had a market value of 136,000 pesos. They also confiscated 1 cellular phone, IDs, 1 motorcycle, and cash amounting to 3,000 pesos. According to the agency, the pieces of drug evidence will be submitted to the laboratories for chemical analysis and proper disposition. The buy-bust operation was conducted by joint forces of PDEA 7 and Labangan Police Station. As of this writing, Gaviela has been placed under custody pending the filing of appropriate charges against him. Charges of possession and selling of dangerous drugs will likely be filed against the former barangay councillor, stated PDEA 7. Former Ozamis City Vice Mayor Nova Perojanog has been sentenced to life imprisonment by a Quezon City court despite her claim that the police planted evidence following her family's inclusion in former President Rodrigo Duterte's narco list. Perojanog was meted with a penalty of life imprisonment and ordered to pay a fine of 500,000 pesos after she was found guilty of illegal possession of 677,796 grams of shabu. There is no doubt in the mind of the court that the prosecution has proven beyond reasonable doubt that the accused is guilty of illegal possession of 677,796 grams of shabu. The Quezon City Regional Trial Court Branch 228 said, Perojanog was arrested on the 30th of July, 2017, in Barangay San Roque in Ozamis City during a raid where her father, former Mayor Reynaldo Perojanog Sr., mother Susan, her brother and sister, and 12 others were killed. Her defense centered on her claim that the government was impelled by an evil motive following her family's inclusion in Duterte's narco list. She said the policeman planted shabu inside her cabinet drawer to justify the case against her, but the court said, when the case is up for trial, the judicial head is empty as to facts involved, and it is incumbent upon the litigants to establish by evidence the facts upon which they rely. However, the court said the claim of planting evidence was bare and unsupported by proof. The village chief of population in this town was shot to death late Thursday, the 7th of December. By still unidentified assailants, police said. Investigators said Melinda Morillo, 60, was attacked at 6 p.m. as she was driving her sports utility vehicle while heading to her second house in Barangay Tebag. Police said Morillo's car was shot several times, causing her to suffer multiple gunshot wounds. The victim was taken to the Region 1 Medical Center Annex in Bonoan, Dagupan City, where she was pronounced dead on arrival. Policemen were searching for possible witnesses and reviewing security camera footage to identify the suspects and their escape route. The Sandigan Bayan has convicted of graft charges former Lazi, Siquijah Mayor Orville Fua and 4 others for their part in the purchase of 4.99 million pesos worth of fertilizer in 2004. The anti-graft court, in its 85-page decision dated the 7th of December, also found guilty Town Secretary Sue Agnes Castillon, Municipal Engineer Natalio Jumal Jr., Municipal Treasurer Rosemary Tomogsok, and private individual Merlin Liu, a representative of the firm Mangopina Trading, which figured in the transactions. They were sentenced to a prison term ranging from 6 to 10 years and barred perpetually from holding public office. They were charged for their part in entering into a contract for the town's purchase of 2,096 bottles of MRG liquid fertilizer at 1,550 pesos per bottle and 1,258 bags of Del Gro Superfolia fertilizers at 1,550 pesos per bag for a total of 4.99 million pesos after tax. The transaction had been in violation of Republic Act No. 9184 or the Government Procurement Reform Act. Other charges include the premature issuance of the purchase request, reference to brand names, lack of performance security bond, and lack of proof of the project's implementation. In sum, the court holds that accused Castillon, Jumal, Tomogsok and Fu's blatant violations of the applicable procurement laws, rules, and regulations reveal their common criminal design to rig the purported public bidding in this case to unduly favor Mangopina, the court said. In a decision written by Associate Justice Marta Risa Dolores C. Gomez Astosta, chairperson of the court's 7th Division, the Sandiganbayan affirmed the judgment of conviction meted out by the regional trial court on 2 barangay officials for violation of the Anti-Graft and Corrupt Practices Act. The RTC found Barangay Captain Roy Hunab of Dulao, Lagor, Ifugao and Treasurer Salvador Galleon guilty of graft. They were sentenced to 6 to 9 years imprisonment with perpetual disqualification from holding public office. Initially, the RTC ruling was elevated to the Court of Appeals which affirmed the conviction. However, the Supreme Court, ruling that the CA has no jurisdiction on the appeal, vacated the CA's decision and remanded the case to the Sandiganbayan. The charge against Hunab and Galleon arose from the payment in 2007 of 67,200 pesos to Caroline B. Hunab, sister of the barangay captain, for the fictitious delivery of a 25-horsepower speedboat. In their appeal, the barangay captain and the treasurer told the anti-graft court that the RTC erred in its finding that they gave unwarranted benefits, advantage, or preference to Caroline and the discharge of their functions. They claimed that Hunab's relationship to the speedboat supplier is not proof enough to hold them liable for graft because both of them acted in good faith. In affirming the conviction, the anti-graft court said, "What happened in this case is the very evil the law sought to avoid. Despite a failed public bid, assuming one was indeed made in the first place, the fact that the contract was eventually awarded to the sister of the barangay captain, who had control over the procurement process as head of the procuring entity, spells nothing but suspicion of favoritism and anomalies in the execution of public contracts." The court said that Caroline should have been automatically disqualified from the procurement process, and failing to disqualify her was a blatant disregard of the law and legal processes. A 51-year-old barangay councillor or Kagord was nabbed in a buy-bust operation in interior barangay Quezon, MacArthur, Leyte, on Friday, the 8th of December. The suspect was identified as Joel Cadiers, 51, a resident and official of barangay Quezon. Cadiers was listed as a high-value individual in the illegal drugs trade by the Philippine Drug Enforcement Agency 8, Eastern Visayas and the Philippine National Police. He was apprehended by a joint PDEA Leyte and MacArthur Municipal Police Station team after he sold 500 pesos worth of suspected from a poser buyer. Cadiers yielded 4.02 grams of shabu with an estimated value of 27,700 pesos. The suspect was previously arrested for the same offense and had been monitored for alleged illegal drug activities. Cadiers was taken to the MacArthur MPS and drug-related cases are being prepared against him. The municipal police chief of Tagoloan, Misamis Oriental, was sacked from his post after he went viral on social media for brandishing his gun to a group of young individuals while allegedly drunk before dawn on Friday, the 8th of December. Viral videos posted by Facebook using a Rabo Costo that had 3,000 shares showed a policeman allegedly under the influence of alcohol harassing a group of young individuals in the town plaza around 3 am. Costo said in a post that the victims were just in the area to eat in a street food stall when the police Officer shouted at them and drew his service firearm. The upload derided that they went to the Tagoloan police station to report the incident, but police personnel at that time did not listen to them and even asked him to delete the video as this could ruin their reputation. In a statement released on Friday, the Misamis Oriental Police Provincial Office confirmed that Tagoloan Municipal Police Station Chief Police Captain Enrique Dungag was the police officer involved in the incident. Misamis Oriental Police Chief Police Colonel Cholajan Kaduayak said they are currently conducting a thorough investigation on the incident and vowed that any misconduct committed by their policemen would be dealt with accordingly. MORPPO strongly condemns the wrongdoing of our men. We guarantee that there will be no whitewash in the investigation, and any infractions and misconduct perpetrated by our policemen will be dealt with accordingly and will never be tolerated, Kaduayak said. Dungong and 2 other police personnel have been relieved from their positions and assignments to prevent them from influencing the investigation. Police arrested on Wednesday, the 13th of December, a barangay councillor in San Antonio town in Quezon province for illegal possession of firearms and ammunition. The Quezon police reported Thursday, the 14th of December, that law enforcers swooped down on the suspect's house, identified as alias Jacinto, 55, in Barangay Calahon on Wednesday morning. The raiders, armed with a search warrant issued by Judge Agripino Bravo of the Regional Trial Court in this city, found 1 caliber .30 carbine with a magazine, 25 bullets, 1 caliber .38 pistol, 2 magazines, 24 bullets, 1 caliber 9mm pistol, 2 magazines, 19 bullets, and 7 bullets for caliber .40 pistol, all undocumented. The suspect is detained at the local police jail and faces charges of violating the Comprehensive Firearms and Ammunition Regulation Act. The confiscated firearms would be subjected to ballistic and cross-matching examinations to determine if they had been used in past crime incidents. That's all for this week. I'll see you next week with more stories of corruption and foolishness within the Philippine government.